We done with Venom? Now it's Morpheus time.
Now that the Hydra vampires have my prototype sample, I've no doubt they'll attempt to create their own sunlight serum.
Mass produce it, more like.
But where would Hydra vampires go to mass-produce sunlight serum?
Somewhere familiar to them.
How about a Hydra facility that makes the gamma goop they put in their blood?
Yes, I'm gonna go with exactly like that.
How about one sending a distress signal about a vampire invasion? Might be a good place to start.
That's oddly very Pacific, Peter.
Mass production of my prototype sample is a nightmare come to life.
Do you ever regret creating your sample?
Of course, but humankind did not split the atom just to create bombs. In the right hand, science is a force for prosperity.
What about the wrong hands?
When I am done with them, they will not have hands.
Damn. That sounds like the badass Morpheus we know from the movie. I'm glad they incorporate the movie so much. It's Poto.
Has Hydra turned upon itself?
No, this is biology. It is a vampire's nature to betray the living.
Excuse me?
Oh, but not mine. I differ on a biological level.
Oh, good to know.
Relax. It was a joke.
Sin. I should have known you were behind this.
Hold them off. We need more time. Go. Feed upon them. Let their veins bleed rivers.
Or not.
If we can disable those terminals, at the very least we can slow their efforts to reproduce the serum.
But we need to protect the server to access the data ourselves.
Correct.
And I thought technology was supposed to make our lives easier.
Okay.
You are too weak for this fight.
This won't take
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Good enough.
Your mother abandons you.
None will be spared.
We cannot be turned back. Now that was something.
Okay.
You have earned this. I feel more like myself every day.
I've been waiting.
Oh, it does a sonic burst. Okay, I was curious how that works.
Be my victim.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, I didn't mean to redraw, but that's fine.
Reinforcements inbound.
I'm sure you've all realized what will happen if these vampiric Hydra forces lose their vulnerability to the sun.
A lot of innocent civilians are going to pay the price, and we can't allow that.
Your sincere concern for the guiltless is inspiring.
And your lack of empathy for them is disturbing.
Only the innocent.
Bonk.
I am impressed.
It is time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Nobody's to blame but you.
Nice.
Okay.
This shall be of great help.
Oh no! I thought that I took them all out.
Support units on the move.
That was my bad.
At least my mother knows how to keep her minions in check.
As much as she'd like to pretend, Sin doesn't hold the same sway as her grandfather, much less Lilith.
Does it matter? She has enough resources at her disposal to be a problem.
Morpheus, true hero.
My prototype is here. We must recover it.
One more batch. Secure it. Quickly now.
So we finally have the opportunity to settle
Aw,
our
resets.
grievances personally.
You're surprisingly enthusiastic, marching towards their end.
And you are shockingly confident for someone who dares tread on the work of a superior intellect.
Enough talk.
Okay, I love it. This one's going. I should have read this one.
We will not be discouraged.
Is that the best you've got?
Oh, fuck. That was an 80% chance. And bro, you tell me you can't fall for 82?
Our enemy.
Your time has come. Feel my call.
You are not my
Rude.
They will kneel.
Be sure to return the favor. They're surprisingly persistent. This facility is quite impressive. If only it weren't being used for such twisted ambitions.
That's Hydra in a nutshell.
You know nothing of the great work
I have so many questions.
be our resurgence.
I've heard that before, too.
Damn. That was a good damage. 278. I didn't want to test it out, but
We fear death.
I saw a move like that centuries.
Suffer.
distribution. Oh crap.
Finish this.
My bad.
We will not fail.
I forgot that she has that taunt builder.
You are going to pay for that.
Our long wait is at an end. You will not. They're almost here. Hold position.
Hold frame.
Soon, the forces of Hydra will rule the day as well as the night. None will stand in their way.
It's important they see you maintain an inspirational outlook in the face of overwhelming defeat.
I will make you suffer.
Okay. Bonk.
Once again Lilith's servants fall.
I'll make quick work.
I think I broke the game.
You're just lucky I'm not ready to feed. Now remember who started.
They are being reinforced.
There's enough of that serum down there to turn their entire army into a daylight vampire scourge.
And it will be glorious!
I heard you were a bit unstable, but I had no idea your delusions of grandeur were this grand.
They cannot
Ooh, wow.
your strength.
That's rude.
They seem very set in their ways.
The power of the light. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
I smell your...
Funk.
I suppose it's something.
You had your chance to escape. Return. I am still the prize.
Okay.
Hell has chosen you.
Oh, the Wilhelm screen.
I'll take that.
Your prototype sample?
Indeed. And now to destroy the sunlight serum. But it's not all here, is it?
Of course not. We manufactured so much. All transported off-site before you even arrived. This is the final batch. A reserve. I am a wolf in the night. The yapping of a mangy cur does not concern me.
Tell me where you brought the serum.
Watch that temper, little mutt. You don't want to lash out and bite the ones you love.
Tell me!
Where else, you pathetic counterfeit? I delivered it to the Lord of Vampires.
Dracula.
You don't know what you've done.
Oh, but I do. Dracula, my master, has enough sunlight serum to supply an army. And there's nothing you can do to stop him.
It was supposed to be morphine time. Morpheus time. Damn them. Damn them to hell.
Hey, Hunter. I saw Morbin is heading toward Hunter's Folly. He looked distressed. Can you make sure he's not about to lose control? If I go out there, it won't be to talk.
Okay.
I came out here to be alone, Hunter.
Are you sure being alone is a good idea right now?
Blade sent you to check on me, didn't he? Probably didn't want to come himself because he thought we'd just end up fighting.
Is he wrong?
Of course not. And I can't promise we won't end up trading blows before the night is through, either.
Maybe a good sparring session will help you blow off steam.
No, I do not actually want to fight you. But I am grateful for your company.
Do you want to talk about what happened today?
They
Yes.
stole my work, Hunter. They perverted it for their own designs. There is an army of vampires ready to cut loose on the world, and they are all immune to sunlight. I did them, not Dracula.
You could not have known that Dracula would get his hands on your sample.
No. But I should have foreseen that he'd want it, that he would come for it.
We will fix this. Together.
As family. Vin Diesel should be the next DLC character.
Wallowing in self-pity will accomplish nothing. We must prepare to act. Oh, and Hunter. I'm sorry. My behavior tonight was beyond the pale. I wish you had not seen me like this.
Doctor, my mother turned against me and started building an army. I understand betrayal. You have no need to apologize.
You are too kind. I really am glad you came. Instead of Blade. Well, I would love a few quiet moments to meditate on what we've said. Unless you need something else.
Enjoy the quiet.
I'll just be here. Brooding. Checking in on me again. You read?
On the contrary, I would like
Okay.
to know more about your work on this serum.
I'll answer what I can.
How well do you know Sin?
Not long ago, she approached me and offered to fund my research. I tend to keep a low profile, so the fact that she was capable of tracking me down told me she was a woman of considerable resources and connections. Though if I'd known one of those connections was Dracula himself, I would not have worked with her.
Your contempt for Sin seems personal. What is that about?
She manipulated me. I created this serum, hoping it could be used as a cure. Sin stole that work for Hydra, who knows only harm.
Sin works with Hydra. What is her connection to Dracula?
That is still a bit of a mystery to me. Sin covets leadership, but she is also drawn to men of great power.
She
Dracula
prefers
likely believes
Alpha
he is
Man.
manipulating Sin for his
Top
own
G.
gain.
Top G is gonna be the next Marvel villain.
Undoubtedly feels the same.
Top G.
I should let you go.
I'll just be here, brooding.
Brooding.
I'll...
Okay.
Vampires are immune to sunlight. Anything else on your mind?
Who else? Blade and
This place
There.
is always so full of
where are they?
I had some concerns about letting a vampire in. The real threat is out there.
How did it go with Morbius? Is he slipping?
Relax, Blade.
That man is a walking bomb. Maybe the fuse isn't lit, but I don't want to be caught holding him when he explodes.
Morbius is trying to be a good man. I want to support him.
I know I'm the one who said he'd be useful, but we can't be careless about this.
I am surprised, Blade. You and Morbius are not that different. I thought you knew the darkness with which he wrestles. I thought you would empathize with him.
I do know that darkness. That's why I'm worried. Morbius can't kill the monster inside. He can only continue to build a cage around it. He didn't ask for this curse, and he wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Are you still talking about Morbius?
Just watch your back, Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter, I heard that you went to talk to Morbius. If it helps, I know of an infused herbal tea renowned for its calming effects.
I do not think that will be necessary, Stephen.
I must admit Morbius is an anomaly. He's no longer human, but he isn't like other vampires. He struggles to find a place he belongs.
The Midnight Suns have always been a home for wayward outcasts.
Yeah.
Is that really what you think of Tony?
You know what I mean.
Only some friendly ribbing. Of course, I'm glad to hear it, but Morbius is a special case. He will require special care.
You know, it sounds like you care about Morbius.
I recognize something inside of him. Our ambitions are similar. We were both obsessed with our work, with our goals. That drive eventually led to his downfall, as did mine.
Yet, you are both very different men.
But the need for spiritual recuperation affects us both. Do not be surprised that Morbius loses control. That is his crucible. He must overcome it to make peace with himself.
Cool.
You have called yourself a leader many times.
I've been in the position where I needed to make decisions for a team.
I'm sure you have made many tough calls.
I do what I can with the information I have. The same could be said of you.
You are right. Knowing what the right thing to do is tricky.
I always go with my gut.
Has it ever been wrong?
Oh, yes. But it's not the end of the world. Maybe in the case of your mother it is, but special circumstances.
Have you ever made a mistake?
Who hasn't? Nobody is perfect.
I'm perfect.
I've
At
made
least
my
I try to
fair
be.
share of mistakes, and have done my best to learn from them. Does it always work? No. I am curious to hear how you handle failure.
I never failed twice.
Never say never, Hunter. That kind of mentality can backfire on you.
Confidence is not a bad thing.
Never said it was. Just don't confuse it with cockiness. Give yourself some credit, Hunter. You're doing just fine.
Do I have an X-Men comic book?
That was the most fun I've had in ages.
Okay.
Getting word of another attack. Vampires in Central Park. Right before dawn. Can you imagine?
Dawn?
I knew this was coming, just not so soon.
The city is in enough chaos.
Chaos.
We'll handle it. No problem.
Ah, Blade. Ever the optimist, hmm?
I'll join. Honey, I told you it was not a good idea to come to Central Park. Would you stop screaming, lady? It's not that bad.
Look at them. The sun will be up any minute now. They don't seem to care.
Then let's make them care.
Yeah.
No issues so far. Just when people were beginning to feel safe in Central Park again.
Yes, I'm afraid they'll have to cancel their picnics and ball games for today.
I'm sure they're more worried about surviving.
You were too weak for this fight.
Okay. And Holy Burst.
You have earned this. Your mother abandons you.
I'll make quick work.
Your time has come.
Oh. 50-50.
Feel
Okay.
my call.
Does that kill him, I wonder? Let's just do it for science. No. Good to know.
You had your chance to escape.
Okay. That was a good card.
I know this must pain you, Blade, to see your turf overrun like this. All
Kinda seems like you're trying to piss me off.
Am I that transparent? In honesty, I heard you fight harder when you're angry.
I'm fond of that tactic myself. See, he doesn't always buy it.
Or maybe I only play along when I feel like it.
Once again, will its servants fall.
My hunter is so leveling up so fast. So strong. Okay.
I'm on it.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh no! I didn't see it have any.
One innocent life is too many.
I hate that because it didn't show any number nuts to it. That's BS. Alright, this time we did it a little slightly different.
Watch close.
Him with the rock. Hmm. Is Dracula gonna come out to the sunlight now? I like how my character is invisible, Morpheus.
They do not fear the sun.
I'll give them something to fear.
No.
Allow me.
Okay.
So, the wait is finally over. How long has it been since you felt the sun on your face, Dracula?
Centuries. The better part of a millennium, in fact. But you all... And thanks to your unlikely ally, Dr. Morbius, I will bask in the dawn for eternity.
I cannot allow that. So be it.
I want to see how this works.
I'll remember your face.
Oh, he does get bleed. Interesting.
Now remember who started.
Is that really the best you can do?
An intriguing advancement.
Just like old times.
Get ready.
Nope.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Okay. Oh, he can't even see Morpheus even if he's invisible?
I am eternal. My children will finally know true freedom. The power to rule the day just as easily as we rule the night.
You rule the night? Maybe in some rat hole in Transylvania, but New York is mine.
That is all
Damn.
about to change. Just as it began, your legacy ends with the rising sun.
That's a neat trick.
I'll take that bleed damage.
That's one hell of a move.
Ooh. No, he's not done yet, so oh wait. Okay.
To think I've come full circle. My salvation and my curse all began with you.
A common refrain from vampires who haven't yet accepted their profound gift.
Not everyone wants to feed on the innocent. You never did understand that.
I understood perfectly well. I just indulge.
The other side should fear you, Hunter, if they don't already. No one is to blame.
They all apply bleed? Okay, they do.
Now that was something.
Who's next?
Okay. I have an idea. It's a little rough one, but...
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Let's do it. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
It is too late for you.
You should have tried harder.
Is he going to counterattack?
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Let this be your
That won't do it all.
I have faced far worse.
Take a good look at yourself while you still can.
Your confidence is inspiring, Blade. It must be my blood running through your veins that gives you such strength.
Take a lesson, Morbius. This is how you piss me off.
Noted.
You won't leave here alive.
Blood. Oh, he hits back. And he had lifesteal. Yeah. They did.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Return to your mother.
Lost children, you disappoint us, betray us, shed the blood of your own.
No one hurts you more than family.
Join us in the light. We won't ask again.
You won't. But not for the reason you think.
Oh, it's not complete. So it's just acting like sunscreen.
I don't understand. Why aren't you?
To mass produce the serum, you diluted my sample. Yes, it protected you from the sunlight, but each use of your powers burned more of it away. You are, as they say, running on fumes. And when those expire, so do you.
This isn't over.
It is, for now. Unless you'd care to stay for a walk in the park.
You know, they could have just finished him off there. I'm just saying.
Sewer, where he belongs.
Are you disappointed we didn't destroy him?
Nah, he always comes back. But knowing he's got to live with that humiliation almost makes it worth knowing you.
Oh my god, did they become bros? Bro. Okay. Oh, he's right here.
Congratulations, Hunter. Dracula's vampires suffered a major loss today.
You deserve the credit, Doctor. You did good work today.
The sunlight serum is so diluted it no longer poses a threat. The vampires have been cast back into the night, where they belong. I don't think I can properly express my relief. Hunter, if you had not been there to lean on throughout all this, I do not know how I would have survived.
This is a small victory and worth celebrating, but a greater threat still looms over us.
Of course. I may be getting too far ahead of myself. Hunter, you should know that I will remain committed to the Midnight Sun's greater mission. You all helped me in my time of need. It is only fair that I return the favor.
Your support is much appreciated.
Marvelous. But before we move on, we must make one final decision regarding the sunlight serum.
We?
Well, yes. I value your guidance. My prototype sample is no more, but I still possess my research notes. I could continue my experiments in the hopes of curing myself and maybe others, unless the risk of it falling into the wrong hands seems too great.
You are too emotionally close to this problem right now. Store your notes in a safe place until you have time to reflect on the best path forward.
I had not thought of that approach, but it does have merit. I do not know when the right time will come, but I look forward to that day.
Because I mean, don't destroy it. Don't get
Hunter.
Don't start it. Just find the right balance.
Despite his setback, do not
Can't believe I'm saying this aloud, but I think I figured out Dracula's master plan.
Go on.
There is a Lilith connection, but it's not direct. Dracula is acting like he knows the world is coming to an end. Didn't expect him to be an apocalypse prepper, but here we are. Think of every play he's backed so far. Some of his plans overlap, right?
I had noticed that.
That's because he's throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It doesn't matter what plans fail. As long as one succeeds, he wins. The good news is, we're foiling his plans faster than he's setting them in motion. If we keep nipping these buds, he'll have nothing left. Let's debrief on the latest. Looks like Dracula's plan went up in smoke. See what I did there?
Boo.
I do.
Boo.
Is the sunlight serum truly gone?
Dracula still has a supply, but it's barely effective, as you experienced. For a master plan, this one was a real dud.
Dr. Morbius may...
Hey, if he deems it a bigger threat than I think it is, Central is tracking all mention of the...
Yeah, I figured that's all she had to say. Alright. It says I have to speak to him. I can't speak to him.
An ominous presence. It seems we can finally put this ordeal with Morbius's serum behind us.
Thankfully, we have more important things to focus on now.
Hunter, thank you for not being overly harsh with Morbius.
I only did what seemed right at the time.
I would say you are wise beyond your years, but you have more years than most of us put together. Maybe that's what makes you so discerning.
And still no wrinkles.
Indeed. I am just glad that Morbius found some peace of mind. I am familiar with that journey. It's not easy. Be proud of your part in that, Hunter.
Okay, now Blade.
You were right, Blade. Morbius proved very useful today.
You know, even I'm impressed that he stared down Dracula.
So, did the two of you bury the hatchet?
Nah.
We're not exactly friends, but I appreciate his experience in the field.
Sounds like someone is developing a grudging respect for the living vampire.
Okay, sure. Just don't tell him I said that.
You know grudging respect is the first step to real friendship.
It's time to drop this, Hunter.
Okay. Well, I guess the final DLC part is next.